Hi guys, hello and welcome to yet another episode of Stumps and Bills podcast. I'm your host Abhishek and we have Vignesh with us again. Hi Vignesh, long time. What's up?
Uh, Long time, Abhishek. All good, all good.
Yeah, yeah.
How are you?
Yes. So I'm good. I'm good. We all are locked inside our houses. IPL also got over, sadly.
Right, right,
So
right.
we have nothing else to do. But the good news is that a lot of cricket is approaching towards us, which is not supposed to be played in India. I hope that goes well.
Right.
And starting with it is the most interesting, the finale against New Zealand
Yes.
in the World Test Championship. Yeah, the first to be played,
Right.
and we have sent a squad over there. But parallel to that, we have like BCC have announced their squad, their tournament against Sri Lanka, in which they are sending their second squad. So
Right.
India will be playing simultaneously, which will be led by Virat Kohli and the captain we don't know yet. What are your thoughts about it?
So this was waiting to happen.
Right.
India being a financially viable country for all other nations. So this was waiting to happen. Since there is no point for India playing so-called weaker nations like Sri Lanka, West Indies, to be honest, with their full strength squad. So it is better that we
Right.
send our what people might perceive as a second strength squad. But if you look at the names there, तो यार उसमें से उल्टा ऐसे लगेगा कि the players in that squad have more firepower than the ones who are already currently there.
Yeah.
So this is how the
Yeah.
future might be, I believe.
For
What do you
India,
think?
do you believe do you believe there is going to be a ODI finale between India versus US on Sunday?
Wow.
Like they're sending two simultaneous squad. Like and like you said, the second squad which we are going to send to Sri Lanka as Prithvi Shaw, Shikhar Dhawan, Devdutt Padikkal, Surya Kumar, Ishan Kishan, Sanju Samson. All of these are like amazing batsmen, right? And like I haven't even gone. The list is very big. I can also see Vijay Shankar, which is great. Uh, so the list goes on, and amazing white ball players. We don't even need, we don't need Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma against Sri Lanka, right?
True. We don't need.
Yeah,
Already harassed
we
them
don't
enough.
need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think that we should give like all the credit to the IPL because of the formation of the second? Because we don't need a player to come in a squad and give a few trials to know that he's a good white ball player now. You
Correct.
know?
Correct. So it is
Yeah.
60 to 70% of it is IPL, and the other part of it is the NCA coming in, the India A structure, and our domestic Ranji as well. So all these have resulted in India being the force it is. So ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब it has just happened in the last 6 to 8 months. So this has been an ongoing cycle of around 6 to 8 years.
It's a process.
It's culminated now. Yeah.
Right. So, but my question is, why couldn't Australia or England ever do it? Like, why couldn't they form this two? So you'll say population, or you will say the amount of money we have in it. But Australia is also like a very big superpower in cricket, right? I'm not asking why didn't Pakistan ever do it or South Africa never did it, but I'm asking why did Australia to start with and England? I look we have in front of us, like we'll also put this on display for our viewers. We have in front of us like 40 players, right?
Right.
30 to 40 players were top class players. Like they can adjust, they can beat a good team, like a team like Sri Lanka, a
Absolutely.
team like West Indies. Why couldn't Australia, like, what do you think they failed or we did something brilliantly to come up with these amazing set of players?
Right. So if you look at Australia, the way they plan, so it is almost about from an ashes to another ashes. So they are mostly concentrating on acquiring the ashes or winning back the ashes. So if you remember when they lost to England in 2005 ashes, their whole point was getting back when they visit in 2006. So that was the phase when Justin Langer, Matthew Hayden, and all those legends started retiring together. Shane Warne. So they didn't have a
Yeah.
succession plan back then, and they don't have a plan as of now as well. So I guess this is the time when they might start thinking ki what India has started doing right. So there may be critics who might say ki India have not won a World Cup in the last 5 or 6 years, but if you look at their consistency in ICC tournament as well, so that shows a lot of strength which India has. Even after carrying a player like Vijay Shankar, if you qualify for the semi-finals, then that is a big thing here. So even for England, for that matter, Abhi England is completely focused on white ball. So
No, Vignesh, but don't you think that we don't literally have any competition like India as a team? We don't have any competition when it comes to ODI matches,
Right.
except to the likes of Australia or England. We shouldn't be having competition.
Right.
Like we lost to New Zealand, that's different. It was a very bad team selection to start with. Like we had to play with a player like Vijay Shankar and not Ambati Rayudu or
Right.
वगैरह. Okay, but we had to opt for Vijay Shankar was one of the most, I don't know, but very stupid. But yeah, but we couldn't be, comparing ourselves with likes like New Zealand or something like that.
Correct.
Don't you think that?
Absolutely. So one of the famous Australian experts has also stated that this Indian squad, we counted around 40 to 45 players. So never before in the history of cricket that any team has had so many players all together at once ready to play for the nation. And I don't think.
And 2 years back, and literally 2 years before, we had to go with Vijay Shankar. So, literally, I could see any player getting to this team, any player, but we had to go with Vijay Shankar. I don't know who the selector was that time. I don't know who made the call, but he should resign. I am appealing him to resign if he's watching this podcast. It's very sad too, but okay. Well, that's gone. That was not his fault. The losing was not his fault.
True.
Against, it wasn't his fault. It was collective efforts of everyone sucking into it. Yeah.
Right.
So the finale against New Zealand, June 18 to 22nd, Southampton. What do you think about it? Like, as far as amazing. If Virat Kohli gets back to form, I'm very happy to see Hanuma Vihari back in this squad because I thought that he'll never play again.
Right.
But I'm very happy to see it. Okay, so now coming back to the question, how much do you think Virat Kohli will be influential in this? Because seeing his overseas performance.
Right. So in terms of batting, I'm not pretty sure that how much he might influence. Since the conditions will be tough, to be honest, in terms of, England and New Zealand will be almost playing in similar conditions to which they play at home. So I for once believe that New Zealand start favorites despite India having the strength that they have. But if somehow, we don't lag behind in the first innings with New Zealand, then we have a great chance. So depending upon the conditions as well. So, Kohli has...
Are you going for a draw more? Like, are you inclining towards draw?
I don't think if weather permits, there won't be a draw. It all depends upon the weather, I believe. If play lasts for all the 5 days, I guess we should have a result.
Okay, I think they're going to make the pitch. I think England is going to take a very nice, sweet revenge against India and make sure that we don't win it. Right. That's all right. But one decision which I'm not... So you're saying that Virat Kohli might not propel well against in the 5 day... okay. So you're not sure. So who is going to be the key batsman for India? What do you think?
Rohit Sharma might be a key, but I'm not pretty sure that he might survive a lot of Trent Bolt and Tim Southee. Once he does that, then that will be great. But for me, the X factor lies, the main difference between two teams is Rishabh Pant. So you
not Jadeja.
Jadeja. Yeah, so Rishabh Pant is, quality against seam bowlers as well. So Jadeja, obviously, he will another dimension, but, Pant can change a game in one session, either ways, for either teams. So,
right. Well, I think Jadeja's written in the team means a lot to us.
Absolutely.
With the bowling, with the batting.
Absolutely.
So we might stand a chance. Don't you think that we might go and win it? Actually, we can go and win this thing and make history. Like,
yes, we surely can.
If not now,
true.
If not now, we are gonna win it in the coming season. Obviously,
true.
It's not like it's 1 in a million chance to us. There is nothing like that in cricket actually for India. We always have a chance, but winning the first World Test Championship final like a T20 will be like the first of 2000s, winning all the first competition after the T20.
Right.
Yeah, so do you think we stand a chance?
We definitely stand a chance. I just feel that New Zealand are marginally favorites because of the conditions. But once we have a look at the pitch, and if the pitch might turn, and there are reports that it might turn from day 4 and day 5. So if India are in the game till then we stand a solid chance. But having said that, I'm just wary about Trent Bolt and Tim Saudi. If we counter the new ball, then we should be good.
So you mentioned Bolt, you mentioned Saudi, but why haven't they selected Bhuvi? Why isn't Bhuvi going in?
I guess
he was in great form, man. I don't understand this again. Yeah.
Right. Bhuvi was ideal in these conditions here, as you rightly.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Saudi, Bolt, they can swing the ball. They can, obviously they are gonna make the pitch for the seamers. Obviously, it's so obvious. So why not Bhuvi, the most experienced bowler, who is actually in a good form?
Absolutely.
We saw it in the IPL, right? We saw it in the series against Australia, England recently, right? Yeah.
The only reason I see is Bhuvi's fitness issue being a concern. I don't think the management trusts him enough to last the entire tour, and that is the only reason why they must not have taken him. But maybe they could have taken him for the finals. For just a single game, they would have taken him.
And then he can come back. Why not?
Anyways.
But still, okay, Vignesh, I think it was we pretty much summed it all, the 2 squad thing of India, which is like, it looks amazing, exciting for the coming future.
Right.
And yes, thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching this video, guys, and stay safe during this time. Thank you again.
Thank you.